Run with us or run into us. Run into us. WPIR 98.4 FM, the Godzilla Station.
What's going on, peoples? It's your boy DJ Trap Jesus, WPIR 98.4 FM. And as promised, I was going to start doing live interviews, with artists, business owners, all types of people for the 2021. And my first one, as I told this man, I was going to make him my first one back to do an interview. My nigga QS the Boats.
Yo, what's goody, bro? What's goody?
You know what I mean? You know, we in here, B. We had a lot of technical issues yesterday.
Right. I'm glad we back and running, you know.
We running the business, yeah? Alright, so let the people know where you from, my guy.
I'm from Canarsie, Brooklyn.
Oh, shit. Canarsie in the house.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to all the niggas out there. Brookline, you know.
Brookline, Bayview Projects, Flatlands.
Hey,
100s, 90s.
I don't need no ghetto pass, nigga. I'm good everywhere I go. I'm in all the projects. Albany, Kingsborough, the shits out in Coney Island, Brevoort, Marcy. I've been in every project, brother. Even Red Hook. Alright, so we know you're a rapper. You know you got the hottest joint right now. You know what I'm saying? Should I say as an undiscovered artist?
That's a fact.
That would be the perfect term for you right there.
Yeah. Cause I mean, like I always tell people, I'm one of the best yet not discovered.
There you go. And it's crazy. I never even heard you say that, but look, how it just worked out that way.
yeah, you feel me? And now I mean,
when we first met, nigga, like we didn't know what we were into. I didn't know what you were into. You ain't know what I was into. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny, like how you just, I forgot somebody said something and you was like, hold up, you got music?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And that's how.
Because that's what I was looking for. Some new sound, something different from what I've been getting. It's just been like, even the unsigned artists are sending me shit that sound like the signed artists. I'm like, are you different from them? No.
And then the thing too, know what I mean, that I noticed, like a lot of these artists is not being original no more. Everybody trying to sound like each other and shit. I'm just glad I got my own sound. You feel me?
Right. It's like the Matrix. Everybody looks alike, sound alike, dress alike. It's the same. Like, what the fuck is the point? Make hip hop.
Yeah, like, how am I supposed to distinguish you from this nigga when you sound like him?
Exactly. And you know, everybody want to sound like Pop Smoke now. You know how that.
No, I noticed that. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, Brooklyn. You know, we gotta put that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
So, how long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping since I was 15. I started rapping, like basically I started doing poetry first. That was my shit. I used to do poetry.
Like one of them spoken word shits?
Yeah, and
that's that shit.
Poetry,
cannons to the left of them.
Then from the poetry one day, you know, I just started like listening like to Biggie, Tupac, and Wu-Tang, and a few down south artists, and of course my nigga Nas, and that influenced me. And I said, you know what? Let me start writing some rhymes. So at first, I started writing some shit. I go to the older cats on the block. Niggas be like, nah, shorty, you gotta tighten that up, man. And I just took that as motivation. Yeah, and I took that as motivation. So I just kept writing. And then one day, I went back to the OGs and shit. And niggas is like, yo, that shit fire. And it's just been like that ever since.
Right. Shit. Sometimes you gotta that's the thing about these new artists. They don't have an OG to tell them that, yo, that shit is trash. You might want to tighten that up. Or they got a whole bunch of yes niggas.
Exactly. That's a fact.
And that's what makes rap so whack right now. Because there's too many yes niggas in the circle of real niggas.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. That's definitely a fact.
So like, how do you feel, you know, about They Don't Want Smoke being in the top 200 of 2020?
Listen, man, that right there is it's a good
Hold
look.
on. Before you even answer that, what was going through your head when I told you that?
I was just like happy, like, oh shit, like finally my music is getting the recognition it needs. It needs.
Right.
I mean, it still needs more recognition worldwide, but that's the start. You feel me?
Yeah, it's definitely because stations like mine and others, they have that access to where like the whole world is in tune with it. And when I mean the whole world, not just United States, because a lot of these people are so focused on United States, but United States is not really caring enough for hip hop these days. It's
Right.
everybody outside the United States that gives a shit about hip hop. That's why you see groups like Onyx, EPMD, and all of them. They still getting booked overseas, but they're not getting booked in the U.S. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I always, not to cut you off, you know what I always notice about that? Like, especially like in the US, it's so much competition that everybody's not working with each other the way they really supposed to. Why I gotta go overseas to get more get my flow bumping even more and get more views or listens and or streams than in the US. Like, it's sad.
Why would you have to go overseas to get love from a place that you've never been instead of getting love from the place that you grew up in?
Exactly. Especially like me being a Brooklyn rapper, like I see it like this, like me being from New York, a lot of artists are starting to collab more with each other from New York, but it's still not how it's supposed to be. Like how the down south rappers, the way they tight with each other. If we
Like
had
the
that
Dungeon
type of
family.
right? If we had that type of unity amongst like New York rappers, it would be a way different story. But the problem is, if let's say Tom see that I'm nicer than him, or I'm just nice, instead of just giving me my props and try to get a feature with me, so we both could have same poppin'.
Down together, right?
You rather just like, nah, your niggas alright, and nah, I mean, like niggas don't give enough props where it's due.
Right. And that's the downfall of today's society. And not only that, your song was in the top 200. It was actually Friday's number 4 song on the top 10 songs of the week. How you feel about that?
And that right there, that y'all don't want smoke, y'all don't want fumes, that definitely that's a good look right there, man. Cause like I done have like fans that they hit me up and they tell me like, yo, bro, you don't understand. Like, I wake up, that's my morning inspiration right there. When I hear that shit, like I start my day off, I start bumping that. So the fact that they could tell me shit like that's a good look and that's a good feeling. You feel me?
Right. That's what's up, man. And niggas don't know. Like, every artist has the opportunity to shine. It's about who is in the driver's seat that can make that work. And there's a lot of bad drivers in the driver's seat right now. I could call Ebro, DJ NB.
Yo, I don't even tell you the truth. I don't fuck with none of them niggas because
I don't fuck with them either.
Because the reason I don't fuck with them niggas is because they don't even. It's so many underground rappers that is nasty, and yet you're not hearing them because you got all these already rich niggas paying these niggas to bump their shit, so they don't even give a chance to niggas out there that's coming up. They just rather just drown the radio stations playing repetitive shit all over every day. Nobody want to hear that shit. That's why I know you noticed I posted yesterday that, know what I mean, as far as like I was telling like my Facebook fam and friends, as far as like to check out the radio, your radio station and shit. The simple fact, it's so much content and you ain't gotta worry about like hearing the same song in the next 20 minutes
Yeah.
or 30 minutes. Like you, like y'all, you know what I mean, your radio station, you play like mad songs. Like, and not only that, what I like about, you know what I mean, like what y'all doing as far as with the station, y'all give artists that nobody like know about. Y'all let them shine. Y'all don't just be worried about those that are already made it and shit like that. And that's a good look.
Exactly. We just those artists that's already there, they're what we would call fill-ins. You know, like how you roll a blunt, but you want to like, put something else in the mix of that shit just to fill in the
Yeah,
spot, like a clip or something. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Trying to save the weed or whatever. But it's like that. So my radio station is basically for artists like yourself. All these already signed artists and they making millions and millions of dollars. Them niggas are like second fiddle to me.
right.
You know what I mean? And I know some rappers and some people probably like, what? But yeah, a lot of these rappers don't deserve no more shine. Because it's crazy. Like, I fucks with Fat Joe. Nigga, you had your time. You did your music. Sit back. Why? Like, like Nori and all these other motherfuckers want to start doing podcasts. Y'all niggas already got y'all shine. Now y'all
Exactly.
being greedy. It's our turn. The bloggers. It's our turn. The people who was doing underground radio behind all this bullshit that's been, like, out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's our time. Why are y'all taking the shine from us? So that's why I shoot down XM radio, because my radio station has been popping before XM. Nobody
Right.
knows that. You know what I'm saying? Because we was doing video. But enough about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting everybody know. You know? All right, so who inspired you? You said you fuck with Wu. You did some Biggie, some Pop. Is there any other artists that you rock with coming up?
Repeat the question.
Nah, I was asking you what other artists that inspired you, like Biggie, Wu, and all these other artists you mentioned. Who else that you probably didn't mention that was a key factor in you wanting to be a rapper?
I would say Cool G Rap.
That was my guy too, bro.
Listen, I grew up listening to Cool G Rap. Granddaddy Pooba, Grand Pooba.
Yeah, I used to fuck with them. I didn't like the fact that Brand Nubians broke up. That part I didn't. I wasn't with.
Yeah. Freaking, I can't forget about, you know what I mean, Guru. That's my nigga
That's
right there.
Gangstar all day. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that boy Guru is a problem.
Yeah, we got a new song by him now in rotation.
I noticed.
Playing that shit. Yeah, I mean, so okay, where we at here? Where we like? So there's artists that can tell you stories about their community, things like that. But you tell us, like, what was it like for you to grow up in the Big Apple? Because everybody has different experiences. So name, some of your experiences that made you QS the boss.
Well, I mean, like, I came up here because I'm from Venezuela. That's in South America. And I came up here when I was 11 to New York. I came up here by myself. Pop Duke was waiting for me. Yeah, he's waiting for me at the airport up here. And I started living, like, I started living with my dad and my stepmother. And after a while, like, I didn't really get along with my stepmother like that. So at the end of the day, I don't knock him for what he did, right. But Pop Dukes put his wife in front of me, kicked me out the crib, and I've been on my own since I was 17.
Hey, that's real black power right there, B. We could still make it in the mix of some bullshit. We could still come out like a diamond, B.
Right, and the fact that since I was on my own, like, I really was focused on school like that because my main focus was making sure I got my breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
right,
and just money in my pocket. So I started hustling at a young age. I sold crack for exactly a week, and after that, I never messed with it. Yeah, 1 week. And the reason for the 1 week, because Like, I just told myself I'm not gonna be responsible for killing nobody. Like, I don't knock nobody that how they get their money, but I'm not gonna be responsible for nobody's death. So after the 1 week, I gave the dealer the pack back. He looked at me crazy, like, yo, everything good? And I told him the truth. I said, yo, I don't knock what y'all do, but that's just not me. So after that, I would mostly sold weed most of my life, know what I mean?
Right.
And I rather that because I'm not killing nobody by selling no weed.
Yeah, the more reasonable hustle is marijuana. Yeah.
Yeah, so know what I mean, been through in and out with the law. You know, me being hot headed and being a knucklehead, I had to learn certain shit.
Right.
And I mean, one of the things, I never had patience. So what made me learn to have patience is being locked up, because you ain't got no choice but to be patient. When you in that bullpen waiting to see the judge and they got you in there for hours, you ain't got no choice but to be patient. Yeah. So I learned to have patience.
I remember those moments.
Yeah, you feel me? And after a while, like, I just learned to I just wisened up, and I learned from my mistakes, period, know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. Because there's still niggas our age right now still trying to be the biggest dope dealer in the world. Like, nigga, you might as well cut that out.
Yeah, that shit's played out, man. That shit's played out.
Who are some of the artists you would like to work with? You know what I'm saying?
Personally, like, I would definitely like to do something with Nas.
Okay. What? Hold up. Today's Nas or back in the days Nas?
Not really today's Nas, but back in the day Nas. Don't get me wrong. Today Nas, he's still nice, but he don't got the essence like how he did at one point, you feel me?
He ain't hungry no more.
Yeah.
Because I found out that nigga invested in something. It's something I've used. I think, I'm not sure, I can't remember the name right now. But he invested in something sometime back, and it's became the big thing. The Ring security system. He invested a few mil into that project with these white folks. And now that nigga done reaped the dude, sold the company, and he made Nas think either double or triple the amount of money he invested. So Nas don't even need to rap anymore.
Right, that's true.
The Ring is on everybody's doorstep, literally.
But besides like him, I mean, I'm open to work with artists, period. But I ain't gonna front. I'd rather work with like unsigned underground talent.
Yeah, somebody that needs the help more than the others, right?
Right.
That's what's up. Because that's what we do. Like I said, we tend to cater to more the unsigned artists more than the signed niggas, because they already getting airplay all over the world. Right. Especially if they iHeart kiss asses. You know that iHeart took over everything. So yeah, you're definitely part of that rotation. If you know how to kiss iHeart people ass real good. Word up. So like, as a rapper of content, how do you feel about these so-called rappers that's just repeating everything?
I mean, put it like this. That's one thing. Like, I would never like make songs with basically rappers that don't rap about, they don't have no substance and they rap. Right. They just basically mumbling and they just got a hot ass hook and a beat. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't even water down my lyrics by even making a song with them. Like, I wouldn't even bother. I mean, like, I don't hate. I don't hate. Yeah, I don't knock nobody how they make their money, but me personally, like, everything I rap about, it has to do with either my life experiences or through the eyes of others.
Right. From what you've seen coming up, things like that.
Right.
So that just it makes you think like, what the fuck these new rappers seeing? Because if they ain't talking about shit, they ain't seeing shit.
And the crazy thing is, these are the niggas that's getting the radio play, and that shit don't even make no sense.
Yeah. Because, well, they was like, we had Young Thug at one point. Everybody was confused about this cat. But now you don't even hear Young Thug music on the radio. At least not outside of Atlanta.
Right.
He started out to be a worldwide success and then became local. How does that even happen? Like, think about these things. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, everybody has their top 5. Who's your top 5?
Well, of course,
We
first
can't
and
do no
foremost.
6-man. We can't do no 6-man. It got to be 5.
Nah. First and foremost, Pac is number 1. Then Biggie. Then Nas. Then Pun. And then I would have to say the Locks. Just like that.
He just threw the whole group in the mix.
I just threw the whole group.
I should have revamped that question there. Who's your top 5 solo artists and who's your top 5 groups? I should have revamped that question like that. I didn't know you was going to throw me a curve like that.
I mean, as far as groups, Wu-Tang, the Locks, of course, Bone Thugs.
Really?
Yeah, I fucks with Bone Thugs hard.
I think after that first album, that should have been it for them.
Nah, you forgetting about All the War, bro. That was a hell of an album.
Yeah, but once they did that song with Sting, that kind of just killed their whole street cred and all this other shit. Even though it was big business for them, but it seems like they didn't have another hit since then. That's just like how Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B with this WAP shit. They not gonna never have another hit big as that after that.
That's true. Then besides them, like I fucks with Helter Skelter.
Oh shit, boot camp. Okay.
Yeah, my nigga Rock and Sean
Shout
Green.
Out to Rock, man. Rest in peace, Sean Price. Even though his ass
Sean
blocked
Price,
me on Twitter.
Sean Green.
He blocked me on Twitter. He was in his feelings about something. He blocked me on Twitter, dude. But that was my nigga. I met him on Miller in Brooklyn. Like, son, I fucked with the son. I was at the Soundboy burial video shoot. Like,
yeah, up to this day, I think that nigga Rock got one of the illest flows.
He got the illest voice on as far as a rapper too. Word up.
Yeah, but I mean, and I also like the duo on Smooth the Hustler and Trick the Gambler. That was a fire duo. You feel me?
Motherfucking St. Mark's. Shout outs to MOP. You can't forget about them niggas.
Definitely can't. Definitely can't forget about MOP.
Now thinking about it, we never got an MOP Smooth the Hustler and Trick the Gambler song.
That's true.
Cause I heard stories from the niggas, cause like my cousins and them, they fucks with Ollie Christ. You know what I'm saying? You would literally see him on the corner of Dean and Howard, hanging out there with my cousins at times. But this was back then. You know what I'm saying? And I've never, ever, like no one has never said anything about them niggas even collabing for a track together. That would have probably shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Drum roll about that time. So a new segment is called Who Would You? Now, here's the question. Which artist would you slap the shit out of and why?
6ix9ine.
I wouldn't even have thought that. I should have thought that.
And why? Cause that nigga's a fucking character / clown / sewer rat.
Yeah, he's the worst of the worst. And it's crazy. I should have figured that you would have said that, but I figured that there's probably other artists you don't like. You know what I'm saying? I do think our own Brooklyn nigga gonna be part of that.
Artists I don't like, but that nigga tops it right there.
He's the one that definitely got to get the calls.
Yeah.
Nah, okay. Well, that was just a random question. You know, I was just trying to throw something in there that'll spice up the interview a little. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, okay. So, what's your view on, as of 2020? And what would you call it? What would you call 2020?
Well, 2020, I would say to me, was the worst year I ever had. Now, I mean, besides all the deaths, I also lost my aunt to COVID.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, so it was just a fucked up year, period. Like, too much shit was going on, and everybody, like, basically the United States wasn't prepared, and that's because of bitch ass people like Trump thinking they know what's going on and they don't know shit, and they try to keep us in the dark, and he want to do something about it when it's too late, but he has a lot to do with that shit. So yeah, 2020, I definitely say it was the worst year I ever had, period.
So if there was a name, what would you call it?
The Devastator.
The who?
The Devastator.
The Devastator.
Yeah. That shit was devastating. You feel me?
It damn sure was devastating like a bug too. Me. I
don't think I've lost anybody in 2020. But anything prior to that, yeah. But I don't think I lost any family members in 2020. At least not that I know of.
Right.
Now, this question here should have been right after that top 5. I mean, after the who would you thing. But should there be a law against rappers that snitch and still make moves in the rap game?
It's funny you say that. Like, I always tell myself, like, these rappers don't understand, especially the new ones, don't understand the hip hop police is real.
Yes, definitely.
As much as they want to make it seem like they're fairy tale, they real as fuck, and all they do is sit back, listen to these songs, and
go to your concerts,
get secret indictments on these niggas. And my thing is, where these niggas fuck up at, everybody trying to prove how hard they are, or they the biggest drug dealers, and you want to do all this crazy shit in your videos, and not knowing these niggas is taking notes, and not
right,
like
all that shit
down. 2 months ago, like this whole part of Texas, this part of Texas, it had a whole crew. I forgot their name, and they basically they was reenacting in their videos what they was actually really doing, and the hip hop police figured it out and knocked all of them with secret indictments, and all them niggas is locked up, and it was like 12, 14 of them niggas.
Hold up, what's the video that they shot? It looked like they was in a schoolyard. I mean, a park or something.
I think so, yeah.
A lot of Bloods and Crips in there and shit. It was like, I seen it on World Star. Like, about 17 people got indicted from that video. Yeah.
Yep. And my thing is this, like, niggas gotta be smarter. Like, my whole thing is you ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody. Because at the end of the day, like me, I don't incriminate myself. Like even if I was doing shit now, you'll never hear me say in my rap, oh, I'm pushing this and that for what? Because at the end of the day, I don't need nobody focusing on me, especially the wrong eyes like the hip hop police, you feel me?
Or the stick up kids.
Especially the stick up kids, like, oh, this nigga got it. Okay, yeah, we gonna get this nigga. And that's another thing you gotta watch out for, because just like the hip hop police is watching, so is the stick up kids.
Exactly. So you think it was probably stick up kids that got Pop Smoke?
It definitely was.
So you don't think it had nothing to do with the guy he rented the
you know what it was? He slipped up, and one of his Instagram live, he slipped up and he actually like showed like exactly where he was at. And it's not like he deliberately did it. It was an accident, but all it took was the right people to see that shit, and they did. And they knew where to go.
Right. Man, that was crazy. Because like I said, I just got to know this guy, like, as a rapper. So, and it's just fucked up now that I'm listening to his music. I'm like, this is gonna be it. Like, this is it for him. Like, there's no more music from this guy that now everybody loves in Brooklyn, especially outside of Brooklyn.
Right.
Word up. That shit crazy. Okay, so where we at? Yeah, I'm all over the place. All right, let's get to the producer side of things. Who are some of your favorite producers, and who would you want to beat from?
It's funny that you say that. I would definitely like a beat from Harry Fraud.
Harry Fraud?
Yeah, he got some fire.
Yeah, he's
got
nice.
some fire beats. I ain't heard shit from Just Blaze in a minute. He been in the cut, but other than that, I make my own beats. So, like,
that's why I let them know, B. You make your own beats, B. If they need beats, come holler at you, B. Promote that shit.
I don't. I mean, like, you know, like a lot of artists depend on producers for beats and shit like that. Like, I'm blessed enough that I make my own beats. Like, even though I still use other producers' beats.
Mm-hmm. Like the sound packs and stuff.
My bad.
Alright. I thought it was me.
Yeah. Nah, somebody called me. So yeah. So, I mean, so my whole thing is like, I'm glad, like, I write my own shit. I make my own beats. So all that money is coming straight
to you. All right. So, do you think there is a real age limit for rappers?
I'm glad. That's a good question right there. Like, I had ex-friends that that I used to deal with, and they actually started hating on me because I had health issues and I took a break from the rapping for a while, and finally, like, I started getting better, thank God, with the grace of God. So I got motivated again to start rapping, and these ex-friends was like on some, like, not saying it to me, but they'll say it to my other mans, like, yo, this nigga wildin', B, like, this nigga too old to be rapping and shit like that. And
but I know they probably like pissed right now because Gracetta, I think Benny the Butcher and them niggas is in their 30s. Some of them is in their mid 30s or late 30s.
Exactly. And then look at Rick Ross.
Exactly. That's another nigga.
He's still putting out. Yeah, and he's still putting out music. So my whole thing is, it doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you fire. Period. You feel me?
Because look, Jay, even though Jay ain't writing, he did some features. Jay damn near 50. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who else that's out right now that's kind of up in age? Some of the Wu-Tang members. They got new albums out.
Method.
Them are up in age.
Still rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's a young nigga. That's
still
a young
rapping.
nigga.
He still got
they
bars.
Always think the old niggas. You always got to try to help niggas out.
Still got bars. He's old. Know what I mean?
Right. So do you think the female rappers are holding it down better than the dudes?
I don't really like a lot of these new female rappers. Like, I think they set a wrong example for females out there, because a lot of these females nowadays listening to them too much, and they're not setting the right example. Like,
starting to mimic.
Yeah, like, for instance, I don't really fuck. I give props for his due. Like, don't get me wrong. I give Cardi B her props for like best female album and shit like that. Know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, I don't really listen to her like that. Or I definitely don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion, because when you sitting up there talking about you don't cook and all that, what
nigga want you?
Right, like, what examples are you showing these young females growing up? You making them not be independent. You want them to rely on a nigga buying you this, buying you that. How about showing them that you could get shit on your own independently? And I don't think there's enough female rappers that send that type of message, and the ones that do, they're not getting no real radio play. They're not getting no play at all.
Cause you know it's crazy, like how we went from rappers like MC Lyte, Moni Love, Queen Latifah, rappers who spit conscious raps, who had bars, who could definitely shoot a nigga down lyrically, but they never played that role. Now we got these new female rappers, and everything is about a bag or some long penises or twerking. That's another thing. Females, I need y'all to stop fucking twerking on Instagram. I'm done with the twerking shit. Done with this shit. If I see another twerker, I'm blocking you. Even if you share, I'm blocking you. Like, I don't want to see no more.
Shit is ridiculous.
I got daughters. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 daughters. I don't want to see my daughters doing no shit like that, and they don't even move that way. So I wouldn't even have to worry about them on Instagram trotting and thotting and all that other silly shit. But today's females seem like it's okay to be a fucking hoe.
And that's the shit that I don't understand. Like, they glorifying being a hoe, and that's the type of shit. Cause I got a daughter, I don't need her. He's thinking that shit is alright, cause that shit is not alright.
Cause my 2 daughters don't even listen to hip hop really. They like my oldest daughter. If you hear her listening to a hip hop song, it probably will be raspy. I would think it would be raspy because she's more conscious and she's not too much of the thought pocket. So I guess we go with that. You know?
Right.
Shit. Yeah. So okay, where we at here? Let me scroll down my notes. All right, here we go. In your words, what would make a great rapper?
A great rapper, in my words, is somebody that raps about things that the listener can actually feel and relate to.
Right, more substance and less bullshit.
Right.
And do you think we're getting that now?
I don't think we're getting enough of that. We're getting more bullshit than real substance. You feel me?
And I could vouch for that because listen, I get a lot of songs from a lot of these rappers, or people email me songs, and then I'll be like, yo, this shit is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm not adding this song to rotation. I deleted this email.
Speaking of that, I gotta after the interview, I gotta send you that new fire, which is called.
Oh, so it's done.
Yeah, life lesson.
I was gonna ask you that question. That was one of the questions too. That's just crazy. So now it's ready. So now I can get it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to your email definitely. Yeah, life lessons. Now I mean, like my cousin, he lives in Australia. He engineers all my songs.
Okay. That's what's up. Well, that's far connections, nigga. That's a reach.
That's a fact.
You ain't even got to deal with the locals. You get nigga from out of the country to engineer your shit.
Right, and the team is basically the family is consists of mostly my cousins and like 2 of my mans, and the team is called A Squad, which stands for Authentic Squad. And basically, like we make our own beats, we write our own shit. Like we basically do everything ourselves. That way we don't have to deal with the industry really. Unless
if that's the case, I should be a new member then. I make my own beats. I write my own music. Like,
you feel me? Like why not? Because at the end of the day,
you know what I mean?
That's what it's about.
And I'm a DJ, so if you ever get a show date, you got a DJ.
You already know. Like once the shows it should start popping. I'ma definitely have you and my nigga Straight Cash.
Look, we gotta be called the twins like Redman DJs were.
Yeah, definitely. Twins, but. That's a must. Y'all definitely gotta be up there. You feel me? That's a must. Can't have one without the other. You feel me?
Yeah. So, on a serious note, Why do you think the rap elites, like the upper echelon rappers, don't get more involved into marching and protesting?
I think, me personally, I think a lot of them is scared of losing certain popularity as far as like
fundings.
Right, exactly. And besides
but if you done
that,
made all these millions, you like 40, 50 years old, what more do you want to make? Like, you got enough money to live the rest of your life.
Right. And the thing too, like, you feel me, like a lot of them, they basically don't speak up when they supposed to, because they don't want to, like I said, they don't want to lose the funds or certain radio play with the record label or whatever, because a lot of them is being controlled to a certain extent by the record labels. That's why no matter what, I don't care how much money they give me, I would never sign to no record label. We always gonna do our shit independent, you feel me?
Right, because the record label is like a good piece of pussy. You don't want to lose it. Give you in it. So a lot of these niggas are not trying to lose that pussy.
Word, and nah, me and niggas ain't got time for that. That's just like, I was watching some shit the other day. They asked Busta Rhymes if he considers niggas that don't write their lyrics, are they considered artists? And he said nah. And I agree with that, because don't get me wrong, they get somewhat props because at the end of the day, they act in the part.
Yeah.
That's like they acting, but you can't fully consider them artists, because you're not sitting there putting your thoughts into a pen and pad. You're not putting in no work. You're relying on the next man to write you some verses, so you ain't really doing shit. You just an actor.
And it's actually catfishing the fans too, because they think you might be about this, but it's not you writing this.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
Word. So shit, man. All right, you said you're gonna send me the new single, so we ain't worry about that.
Yeah, I got you.
What's up with the album? When are we gonna get an album?
All right, now the album, first and foremost, the name of the album is called Tears, Fights, and Life: The Journeys of a Man Named Q as the Boss.
Okay.
And it's gonna have either 13 or 14 tracks on it. This new song that I just added, that's the 11th song. So I'm debating either if I'm gonna make 2 more songs or 3 more songs. But the album is almost complete.
Okay. Well, shit, I need to be that last track. I need to be the producer.
We definitely could do that. And it's funny you say that, because like the next track that I'm about to drop, I basically made one beat on Christmas Eve, and I made another beat on Christmas, and I was such in the zone that I made this shit so fast, but yet it came out so fire. So one of them beats I'ma definitely use for my song called Righteous.
Okay.
But that's the next song that's coming out. Know what I mean? But album is almost done. It definitely gonna be done before March.
Okay. So we should be expecting that no later than April.
Right. There you go. Big facts.
Alright, that's what's up. Any last words for the listeners, my guy? Any shout outs for that?
Shout out to everybody that's been supporting me and definitely making me number 4 on the Godzilla station. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate that. Just know that the fire is gonna continue, and just look out. I got more heat coming, and it's always gonna be. You ain't never gotta worry about getting some bullshit. It's always gonna be real shit that the listener can relate to, because we need more of that. Period.
Facts. Because a lot of the niggas is bullshit right now. And it's to a point where I don't be want to listen to hip hop when I'm in the car. Like, it's bad.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
I listen to Griselda.
I don't really listen to a lot of the new shit that's out now. I listen to a lot of old shit, bro. Like
You
I
only
be
hear it when we playing the shit. Clearly.
yeah, like I don't really be tuned in with a lot of new shit because they ain't talking about nothing, bro. I can't relate to what they talking about.
And there's too much mumbling going on. And I know as a kid, if we wanted our voices to be heard, we was raised to open our mouths and
Right.
say what we feel. Not
Exactly. Yeah. You feel me? Like the way that the youngins is programmed now, you got a hot hook and a beat, that's it. That they don't even listen to the verses or the lyrics no more. They just go by the hook and the beat and that's it. Oh, that
right.
song is fire. What you mean the song is fire? You ain't even hear the verses.
That part. That fucking part. And the crazy thing is when I listen to new rappers, I only really like their beats now. I listen to them. I use them for the beats. I listen to these new rappers for their beats. When I do my remix albums, I use their beats. Because that's all I can use. I don't want to use their lyrics. Word up, word up. Well, you already know what it is. My nigga Q the Boss is in the building with your boy DJ Trap Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn to Brooklyn. Bed-Stuy to Canarsie. You know what I'm saying? You know we still got to link up, nigga.
Definitely.
All right, anything else you want to say before we chime out of this piece?
Well, I'm sending Trap Jesus my newest song, so y'all just look out for that new heat. Life Lessons should be on the radio station soon, know what I mean?
There we go. It's your boy DJ Trap Jesus with the homie Q the Boss. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go to the station anywhere you hear WPIR at and go put in the comments, play that Q the Boss joint. You know what I'm saying? He can, even though my man got mad spins, he can still use it. You know, and look, I ain't even joking the spins like some of you radio station program directors are. I'm not even joking this shit. This shit is what it is. And then we have like almost a 7-hour playlist rotation. So if a nigga like you getting 300, 400 spins within a month, you know what I'm saying?
That's big.
That's hella good between 7 hours of music.
That's a fact, bro.
And no radio station is doing it. None. Not even XM. They not even doing that
not
shit.
At all. And I mean, like, once again, I gotta definitely, thank you for as far as that, I mean, like, real recognize real, and putting the fire out there and playing the fire. Appreciate that, you heard?
Now we need a video.
Yo, yeah, I definitely need a video. I gotta do work on some videos.
Alright, so when is that gonna get done, nigga? Where we gonna
I got a video for one of my songs called Why Y'all Mad on YouTube. Yeah, I got a video for that. But you know what it is? I ain't really been focused as far as like making videos for my song, but I'm definitely gonna be focused on that more now because that's definitely gonna be needed.
Yeah, because like I said, anytime that song shows up on my playlist and it gets played, the data it transfers from where I'm streaming it at to every local website or app that's streaming the station. Stats, everything. So if you have a video or just the song itself on YouTube and people wanted to like catch it, even though they turned to the station and they heard like the last part. With some of the apps and some of the websites that we're utilizing, you can go and click on that man's name and click his song, and it'll take you to the YouTube page where that song is, and you can listen to the whole entire song.
Big facts, you know what I'm saying? Facts.
We do that for every artist. Shout out to Chastain. That's my dog. That's another Leo representative. I gotta shout out Atlanta all day.
For those that don't know, just look up my name, Q as the Boss. I'm on every platform, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all that.
Yeah, that's right, because I'll be having it on my Spotify playlist. I forgot to tell you that. I have a Spotify playlist. It's up there. Word up. But shit, you already know the vibes, man. It's your boy DJ Trap Jesus, Q the Boss, WPR 98.4 FM interviews. Get us on iHeart, Spotify, There's a whole list. Hold up. Let me pull up the list. Let me put up the list real quick. Let me do the list real quick. Because everybody be having issues thinking they... Because there's a lot of other stations really that have 98.4 in their title.
Mm.
So that's why we got to switch them around and shit and just let people know. All right, so
Right.
you can get us on Google Play Music. You can get us on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts. You can get us on Spotify, TuneIn, Online Radio Box. Listen to my radio. The new one, my radio .turn or some shit like that. Castbox. Check me out on Cameo. Shit. Yeah, the list, yo, our list is crazy. We're on at least about 14 different fucking websites. Word up, but I gotta keep checking to make sure the stream is running clearly, you know, things like that. So my day be fully of just keeping intact with everything. That's my day. You know what I'm saying, broski? So I don't want you to think that like how yesterday you was like I was going through a lot yesterday.
Nah. I be knowing, man. I know you had to get shit right. You feel me?
Yeah, because I definitely needed this shit to be my first interview, be nice, clear, no bullshit, nothing.
Right.
Word. So, yo, bro, I'm matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna call you after I get off this, we drop this call, and it's something else I wanted to holler at you about.
Alright.
Alright, so you already know it's your boy DJ Trap, DJ 2S the Boss, Brooklyn to Brooklyn all day, B. We out of here. Holler at your boy. Make sure you go to and get that They Don't Want Fumes track. Go to Spotify, iTunes, get that They Don't Want Fumes track, and download the other ones too, because he got one dedicated to George Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look out for the Injustice song dedicated to George Floyd. You know what I mean? And there's other bangers, you know, like Gotta Love Me for the ladies, you know, Him or Me for the ladies, because you know I'm a versatile person. I gotta make songs for everybody. I don't just make one type of music. You feel me?
That's what it is, my nigga. All right, so on that note, WPIR, we in the building and we out the building. You heard? I'll add your boy.
Run with us or run into us. WPIR 98.4 FM, the Godzilla Station.